Good morning, children. Am I audible, children? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We have completed the outbreak of the causes for the outbreak of the revolution, isn't it? Do we have completed that? Causes for the outbreak of
only
the
half.
revolution? Yes. That completed? Have discussed the important reason, okay, why the revolution happened in France. Okay, we discuss the causes for the outbreak of the revolution. Okay, and we have discussed about the food scarcity and the epidemics that all happened France during the 18th century. And Louis XVI, again, he wanted to impose further more taxes from the third estate people. Okay, but it was a custom in France. The king cannot make his decision alone. Okay, see children, if the king, if he wanted to impose further taxes, okay, he need to call an assembly of estate general. He need to call an assembly of estate general. Estate general means that it is a political body in which three estate needed to send their representatives. Okay, in which the three representatives means three estates. Okay, from each three estates, they needed to send their representatives. Okay, and voting will done. Okay, and so Louis XVI, he called out a meeting of the estate general. Yes. Okay, he called out an assembly of estate general. And estate general, what do you mean by estate general? It is a political body to which the three estates send their representatives. And on 5th May 1789, that date is very important. On 5th May 1789, 300 members from each of the first and the second estate. Okay, that means from the first estate, 300 members, second estate, 300 members, and 600 from the third estate. Okay, that means a total of 1,200 representatives gathered in a splendid hall for voting. Okay, and the first and the second estate members were seated. Okay, were seated in 2 rows, but the third estate members, they were means they need to stand at the back. They were not given even seat to sit. Okay, and the third estate members were represented by the middle class people who were very powerful and who were very rich. Okay, is it clear, children? On 5th May 1789, 300 members from clergy, 300 members from nobility, and 600 members from the third estate were all gathered in a splendid hall for voting. Okay, and till that time, okay, according to the principle of the monarch, till that time it was the custom in France was each estate had only one vote. Okay, so just imagine clergy will cost 1 vote and nobles will cost 1 vote. Okay, and the third estate members will cost 1 vote. And the first two estate, naturally, whom they will support?
The king.
The king, because they are not needed to pay the taxes. Okay, the first and second estate members, they needed to, means they are not needed to pay the taxes. So naturally, they will support the king's proposal that he would again, okay, impose further taxes. But only one vote will be voted by the third estate members against to the will of the king. Okay, so the majority, who will get majority? The king will get majority approval for his decision. Okay, so the third estate members did not agree to this suggestion. Okay, till that time it was a custom in France that each estate had to cost only 1 vote. Okay, but this time third estate members did not agree to this proposal and they demanded that each member would have 1 vote. Okay, they demanded that each member had, means each of the members, that means total 1,200 representatives were gathered in that hall. Okay, these all members needed to get a chance to vote. Then how it would be? 300 from clergy and 300 from nobles, right? Then it would be total 600. Okay, then 1,200 members from the third estate. Okay, so the ratio would be equal. That means 600 members will be opposing the bill. At the same time, 600 members would they will approve the bill. Okay, so the king could not able to pass the proposal for the bill for the addition of the for the imposition of more taxes. Okay, so they demanded that each member would needed to cast 1 vote, and the king rejected this proposal. Naturally, the king was against this proposal, and the third estate members, they walked out from the assembly hall. Okay, children, that date, it is very important. On 5th May 1789, Louis XVI, he called out a meeting of the Assembly General. Okay, and till that time, it was a custom in France that each estate had to cast 1 vote. Okay, but this time, the third estate members rejected this proposal. Okay, and they demanded that each member would have given a chance to vote. Okay, but naturally we can guess that the king was against this proposal. He did not approve this proposal, and the third estate members walked out from the assembly hall. Clear, children? What do you mean by estate general? Estate general, it is a political body in which the 3 estates needed to send their representatives. Okay, if the king wanted to impose further taxes, okay, if the king wanted to impose further taxes, he cannot make his decision as his own or alone. Okay, he need to call the assembly general, that means estate general, and voting should be done. Okay, and he need to get the majority support, then only he can pass the bill for the imposition for the additional taxes. Okay, so this time the third estate members demanded that each one of them would get a chance to vote. The king rejected this proposal. Okay, the king rejected this proposal, and the third estate members walked out from the assembly hall. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Then another important thing happened. On 20th June, they gathered in an indoor tennis court. Children, this question frequently used to come for the exams. Tennis court movement. Okay, so on 20th June, the third estate members gathered in an indoor tennis court. Okay, they all gathered, they all assembled in an indoor tennis court and they declared themselves as National Assembly. They declared themselves as National Assembly and took an oath not to disperse till the drafting of a new constitution for France that would limit the power of the monarch. That would limit the power of the monarch. Okay, see children, on 20th June 1789, the third estate members, they gathered in an open tennis court. Okay, they all assembled, the third estate members, including the middle class people, they all gathered in an open tennis court and they declared themselves as National Assembly. It's very important. Okay, and they took an oath or they decided that they will not disperse. What do you mean by disperse?
Leave.
Yeah. They will not leave from that tennis court until they draft a new constitution for France that would limit the power of the monarch. What do you mean by constitution? Constitution?
A set of rules and regulations.
Yes, a set of rules and regulation that should be followed by the each and every citizens of the country. Okay, so they take an oath. Okay, they won't disperse till they draft a new constitution for France that would limit the power of the monarch. And this movement was led by two important persons, Mirabeau and Abézius. This movement, that means the open tennis court movement, was led by Mirabeau and Abézius. And the interesting fact about Mirabeau was that, okay, he was born in a noble family. Okay, but he was convicted of the need to do away with the society of social privileges. See children, even if he was from a noble family, he could enjoy all the privileges. He is exempted from paying the taxes. Still, he stood with the members of the third estate. Okay, he stood with the members of the third estates and he led this movement, that is open tennis court movement was led by Mirabeau. Okay, he was himself from a noble family. And also the other person, Abézius, he also was a priest. Okay, he was a priest and he wrote an influential pamphlet, What is Third Estate? Abézius, he was a clergy. Okay, he belonged to clergy. Okay, he wrote an influential pamphlet. It is called What is Third Estate? The name of the book you need to, that pamphlet, you need to note it down, children. What is Third Estate? Okay, see children, the open tennis court movement, it is very important. Okay, see the third estate members viewed themselves as spokesmen for the whole French nation. They assembled in an open tennis court. Okay, and they took an oath that they won't disperse. Okay, they won't disperse from that tennis court until they draft a constitution for France that would limit the power of the monarch. Okay, and the interesting fact about this movement was that it was led by Mirabeau and Abézius. Both of these persons were belonged to a privileged class. Okay, Mirabeau was from a noble family and Abézius, he was a priest. Okay, but they stood along with the members of the third estate. Okay, and they wrote influential speech, I mean pamphlets, okay, and books, and inspired the people of the third estates to draft a constitution for France that would limit the power of the monarch. Okay, the book, the pamphlet written by Abesius was What is Third Estate? Clear, children? Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. Then, and yes, but the very, I mean, during this time, harvest was badly affected by a severe winter. Okay, we know that the condition of France. Okay, there was frequently epidemics, food scarcity. Okay, all this was happening there. The very next time, means this time itself, harvest was affected by a severe winter, and this increased the price of bread again. Okay, the price of the bread was rise up, and the bakers exploited the situation. Okay, they hoarded the food supply. What do you mean by hoarded? This one. Can anyone of you please tell me? Hoarding. Yes, yes. Be louder. You know, okay, the bakers, they exploited the situation. Okay, and they made a hoarding of the supply of the things, bakery things, that made the situation more critical. Okay, that made the situation more critical. And the women need to stand in long queues before the bakeries for the bread. Okay, and an angry woman, okay, an angry crowded woman, they attacked a bakery. Okay, because they were not getting the food, means the essential things for their livelihood. And the important event happened on 14th July 1789. That date is very important. Okay, the agitated crowd stormed and destroyed Bastille. Bastille is the name of a prison. The angry crowd, means the angry peasants, okay, they destroyed and stormed. This date, it is very important, children. 14th July 1789, that marked the beginning of the French Revolution. Okay, they destroyed Bastille, fortress prison, where they hoped to find the hoarded ammunition. Hoarded ammunition means that the same armed weapons, ammunition. Okay, so during this time, harvest was badly affected. Okay, because of the severe winter. Okay, and this increased the price of the bread, and the bakers exploited the situation. They hoarded the supply of the bread. Okay, that made the people angry. Women need to stand a long time in queues for the essential things. Okay, and the angry woman, they attacked and stormed a bakery. Okay, and on 14th July, the people become more, means they agitated. Okay, and on 14th July, the agitated crowd stormed and destroyed Bastille. It is very important, Bastille. It is a prison, name of the prison, where they hope to find the hoarded ammunition. And this Bastille was hated by all. Okay, all of the members of the state estate, they hate Bastille because it stood for the despotic power of the king. And it stood for the injustice, okay, rule of the king. And the fortress was demolished. They released the prisoners, the peasants. They released the prisoners, and its stone fragments were sold in the market. The fortress means Bastille. It was demolished. Okay, and they released the prisoners. Okay, and it was it's stone fragments. The people they sold in the market. Children, just listen to me. Severe winter affected the harvest. Okay, so naturally it led to the increase in the price of the bread. It led to the increase of the price of the bread. Okay, people need to stand in long hours. Okay, in long queues for the bread. Okay, and the women they attacked a bakery, means they need to stand long hours in queue. Okay, and on 1789, they attacked Bastille, the agitated crowd, they attacked Bastille, okay, the prison, and they released the prisoners, okay, because Bastille was it was hated by all people because it stood for the despotic power of the king, okay, and its stone fragments, they sold in the market, okay, and the next, yeah, and there was a rumor, okay, there was a rumor spread among the peasants that uh, the king sent his troops to suppress all this turmoil. Okay, so there was a rumor spread among the, means from village to village, there was a rumor spread among the people that king sent his troops, okay, to destroy the crops. Okay, and because of the fear, peasants attacked Chataks. It's very important, Chataks. Okay, that means that castle belonging to a king or a nobleman. Castle, you know castle? What do you mean by castle? Children, do you know the meaning of castle? Castle? Like bungalow, okay, big mansion houses. Okay, so castle belonged to a king or nobleman. Okay, because of fear, the peasants attacked Chataks. Okay, and looted the hoarded grains. What do you mean by loot? Tell me, dear. Looted. What do you mean by looted?
The things.
Yes,
Taking the
stall.
things
Okay, they
stored.
have taken, yeah. They stole the hoarded grains. Okay, so this time, the king sent his troops to Paris, okay, to suppress the turmoil. Suppress the turmoil means all these conditions. And a rumor spread in the village among the people. There was a rumor spread from village to village that the king had given an order to the troops to destroy the crops. Okay, so this made the peasants feared, okay, when they heard this news, and they attacked Chataks. What is Chataks? It is castle. The name is the name used to used in France, okay, to mention about the castles. The means the big mansion houses or bungalows belonging to the king or the nobleman. Okay, and the peasants, they looted, they stole the hoarded grains. And records of manorial dues were burnt. Manorial due means that the fees that the peasants owe to the nobles and the landlords. Let me explain to this. Have you noted down all this, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, children, manorial dues means that most of the land, okay, the peasants were cultivating in land that is not owned by them. Okay, that is not owned by the peasants. Okay, and they were cultivating in a land belonging to the nobles and the clergies. Okay, so they need to pay some means, rent. They need to pay rent. Okay, that is meant by manorial due. Okay, so while they attacked the Chataks, there were so many records. Okay, contained the dues, the due list means the rate or the rent they need to pay to the nobles and the clergies. Okay, so they burnt all that records contained the manorial dues. Okay. So children, the troops moved to Paris, means the king sent his troops to Paris to suppress the turmoil. A rumor spread among the people that an order had been given to the troops to destroy the crops. Okay, because of fear, the peasants attacked Chataks, means the castles belonging to the king or the nobleman, and they looted the hoarded grains. Okay, and they burnt the records of the manorial dues. Manorial dues means that fees that the peasants owe to the nobles and the landlords. They need to, means they were cultivating in a land that land was owned by the nobles and the clergies. They need to pay rent, okay, for the cultivation. So they burnt all the records contained all that dues. And finally, so many people were killed in the revolution. Okay, many people were killed in the revolution, and many of the clergies, okay, they means a large number of nobles fled from their homes. They migrated to their neighboring countries. Okay. No. Okay. They looted the hoarded grains and burned down the documents containing records of the manorial dues, and a large number of nobles fled from their homes. They migrated to neighboring countries. Okay. And so the situation was very worse. And finally, Louis XVI accorded recognition to the National Assembly. And he accepted the principle that his power would be checked by a constitution. Finally, there is no other way for Louis XVI. He accepted, okay, or he given recognition to the National Assembly, and he accepted the principle that his power would be his power would be checked by a constitution. And 4th August 1789, this date it is also, it is very important, children. 4th August 1789, the assembly passed a decree. Passed a decree means a law abolishing the feudal system of obligation and taxes. What all taxes they were used to pay for to the privileged class, all such taxes were abolished. So children, I think it's the time to wind up the class. Let me just conclude the points. Okay, see, Louis XVI, okay, he sent his troops to suppress the turmoil because when the peasants attacked Bastille, okay, and they destroyed and demolished the fortress prison, and the king sent his troops to suppress all this turmoil. Okay, and this time the peasants attacked the Chataks, the castles of nobles and the clergies, and they looted the food grains. Okay, and then many people were killed in the revolution. Many clergies and the nobles, they fled to the neighboring countries, okay, in order to save their life. Okay, finally, there was no other way for Louis XVI. He accepted. Okay, and also the peasants, you know, they seized hoes and pitchforks. What do you mean by hoes and pitchfork? Hoes and pitchfork. Hoe. Hose, HOES. See children, the device, things used for, the tools used for the cultivation. Okay, the tools used for the cultivation. They seized hoes and pitchforks. Okay, and the passed a decree that abolish all system of feudal privileges. Okay, finally, Louis XVI, he given approval for the recognition of the constitution that draft by the National Assembly. Okay, we'll discuss about the last few points on the next class. So children, bye for today. I will send the notes today.